Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYS FANS. Let's get to the news, all right. So here's the scoop that's got everyone's attention across the NFL and especially Cowboys Nation. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at a pretty impressive 10-2 and fighting to stay atop the AFC, are considering parting ways with one of their most dominant defensive stars, Chris Jones. Now, this isn't just some idle speculation. Sources, including Adam Schefter, are indicating that the Chiefs might be open to trading Jones before the deadline, especially given their tight cap situation and some strategic priorities for the offseason. Chris Jones, a veteran defensive tackle who's been a force since he was drafted in 2016, is a game changer. With over 400 tackles, 75 sacks, and a career PFF grade of 90. He's one of the most disruptive interior linemen in the league. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler and a 2-time All-Pro, and his stats this season: 12 games, 3 sacks, 20 quarterback pressures, and a pressure rate hovering around 16%, highlight just how vital he's been for Kansas City's defense. His ability to collapse the pocket, clog the run, and generate consistent interior pressure makes him a perfect fit for any team looking to elevate their front seven. Now, why would the Chiefs consider trading such a key piece? Well, reports suggest that Kansas City is prioritizing extensions for Patrick Mahomes and focusing on their offensive line and secondary to sustain their championship window. The cap hit for Jones, around $28 million, is becoming a bit of a burden, especially with the team's roster needs and the desire to stay flexible financially. The Chiefs are reportedly willing to send Jones to a contender for a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027, an intriguing package that could reshape the NFC East's landscape. And that's where the Dallas Cowboys come into the picture. Dallas, currently at 6-6-1, has struggled defensively, especially against the run, allowing an alarming 29.7 points per game. Improving their interior pass rush and stopping the run has been a top priority, and acquiring Jones could be a game changer. His presence would instantly upgrade the Cowboys' defensive front, providing a true anchor in the middle of the line. When you look at the Cowboys' current roster, players like Mazi Smith, who has been performing well with a PFF grade of 78.2, would benefit immensely from Jones's versatility and experience. The potential combination of Jones and Osa Odighizuwa, who has been showing flashes with 25 stops and 20 pressures this season, could turn Dallas's defense into a nightmare for opposing offenses. Imagine the impact on the trenches. Jones's ability to disrupt the run game. His stops have increased by 25% when compared to last year, and provide interior pressure would not only reduce the yards allowed on the ground, but also create more opportunities for sacks and turnovers. This, in turn, would give the Cowboys a much-needed boost in controlling the game tempo and field position. The defense would jump from a team that's currently allowing around 123 rushing yards per game to one that could hold opponents to closer to 92 yards, flipping the script in many contests. On the offensive side, benefiting from a shorter field and more manageable third downs could elevate Dak Prescott's performance. Dak, who's been solid but sometimes inconsistent, would have more opportunities to operate efficiently. The projected increase of around 10% in EPA, expected points added, for Dak, especially under pressure, would translate into more sustained drives and scoring opportunities. Plus, with a cap hit of roughly $21.7 million after a potential restructure, the Cowboys could make the numbers work without sacrificing too much flexibility. It's all about maximizing their chances in what looks like an increasingly competitive NFC. Now, the potential addition of Jones doesn't just make the Cowboys better for the regular season. It's about positioning them for a deep playoff run and a shot at the Super Bowl. According to odds from Pro Football Focus and other betting outlets, the Cowboys' chances of winning the NFC have increased significantly. Their Super Bowl odds, which hovered around plus 8,000, have been cut down to plus 4,000 with the possibility of Jones's arrival boosting their confidence. His presence would be a true X-factor in the playoffs, especially as teams like the Eagles and Lions gear up for postseason battles. Jones's ability to reduce red zone touchdowns by 20% against top contenders could be the difference in tight games. And let's not forget, the NFL is all about trenches right now. Teams that dominate up front tend to go far, and Dallas has been trending in that direction, but needs that extra push to be true contenders. The addition of a player like Chris Jones would send a clear message. The Cowboys are all in, ready to flex their defensive muscles and impose their will on opponents. It's a move that could shift the balance of power in the NFC East and beyond, creating a ripple effect that would be felt across the league for seasons to come. Now, what does this all mean for the Cowboys? Well, it signals a bold approach, one that involves swinging big for a proven difference maker. It's about building a roster capable of not just making the playoffs, but dominating there. With Jones anchoring the middle, the Cowboys' defense would be a nightmare for quarterbacks and runners alike, setting the tone for a relentless, aggressive style of play. The team's coaching staff, led by Mike McCarthy, would have a strategic weapon to deploy in key moments, turning the tide of crucial games and giving Dallas a real shot at their first Super Bowl in nearly 3 decades. This potential trade also reflects the evolving landscape of the NFL, where teams are willing to make bold moves to chase championships. The Chiefs, by considering trading Jones, are prioritizing future flexibility and roster sustainability, even if it comes at the cost of losing one of their best players for now. For Dallas, it's about capitalizing on this opportunity, making a statement that they're ready to contend at the highest level. It's about seizing the moment, especially with a talented quarterback like Dak Prescott, who has shown he can lead a championship run when surrounded by the right pieces. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. The trade window is still open, and many details need to be finalized. But if the Cowboys manage to land Chris Jones, it could be one of those moves that defines their season, an inflection point that propels them from good to great, from playoff hopefuls to Super Bowl contenders. The rivalry with the Eagles, the Lions, and other NFC powers would intensify, and Dallas's fans would finally have that extra piece they've been longing for, a true game wrecker in the interior line. So, as we all keep our eyes glued to the drama unfolding in Kansas City, remember that the Cowboys are always looking for ways to get better. They've shown a willingness to make bold moves before, and this could be the biggest of all. The future looks promising, and with a player like Chris Jones potentially donning the star, the Cowboys' defense could become a fortress, a nightmare for anyone daring to challenge them. This is the kind of move that could define a franchise's legacy, and Cowboys Nation should be fired up about it. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Chris Jones is the missing piece for Dallas to finally get over the hump and bring home that 6th Super Bowl ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This is a pivotal moment, and Cowboys Nation, we're right in the middle of it. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and get ready for what's coming next. Because if this trade happens, it could change everything on and off the field.